just exactly how ultra is the Apple Watch Ultra. This is not going to be a review about the Apple Watch Ultra. There's plenty of those already on YouTube. A good one is Chase's Summit. He does a pretty good job on it. But what this is going to be is a real test. We're going to do an Ultra today and see if the Apple Watch is Ultra. All right, here's the plan. I'm at Powell Butte and I'm gonna run a 50K, and I'll check in with you about every 5 miles and let you know how this battery's holding up. Let's get going. There's 5 miles and got 94% of battery, so it's used about 6%. Shortly after I started, it dropped to 99%. So you know, it could be just for a little bit lost from the time I took it off charge to the time I actually started this run. Something I forgot to mention earlier is I did turn off cellular because normally, well, I wouldn't say normally, my Garmin Fenix 6 doesn't have cellular. And I don't know that any of the Garmin's do, but nevertheless I'm keeping this as close to how I would use my Garmin. So normally I play music through my phone, and if I have AirPods in, I'll use those, but I don't use my Garmin watch for music. And I have left Bluetooth on, and yeah, pretty much anything else that would be on, you know, just right out of the box except for cellular. So anyway, I'll see you in 5 more miles. Strawberry lemonade, pretty good. There's 10 miles and we're down to 88%. So we're using about 12% or so per 10 miles. Pretty confident it's going to make it to, or make it through the 50K, but I'm really curious to see how much battery it's going to have left. But I've got a trick that I'll show you that you may not know about Apple Watches. And I just recently learned it myself. I've tested it, but I don't want to give it away just yet. We hit the 31 mile mark. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna get down to the truck, refuel on liquid and some gels, and I'll see you at mile 15, so in 5 miles. All right, I just come out of the forest into the open field and clicked over to 15 miles. I have 82% battery left. Not too bad. All right, I'll see you mile 20. Well, there's 20 miles. We got 75% battery left. Doing good. All right, I'll see you at mile 25. Just clicked over to 25 miles. We got 69% battery left. I think we're going to finish this up with better than 50% battery. Tell you what, I'll see you in, I'll just see you at mile 31, 32 or something instead of 30. We're in a line. We're in a line. Well, there we go. 50K down. That was 31.4 miles. Took me 7 hours and 32 minutes. It was a pretty relaxed 50K. I wanted to do it, you know, pretty slow. I would say pretty slow, but slow, just to see if the watch was going to hold up. So you probably want to know, what did I end up having on the battery? So 62% left. So definitely a 50K. I'd say that you could probably stretch that out to a 10-hour 50 miler for sure, and probably be, I think you'd be all right. So there's a couple things I want to talk about the watch. Like I said earlier, the only thing I had turned off was cellular, but heart rate, oxygen sensors, all that's still working. Bluetooth, I left it on. Let me see, let me look at my notes here. I like that we have an action button, well, what Apple calls the action button. You can start your, well, let me rephrase that, you can program it to start your run. But unfortunately, in order to pause your run, you have to push it with like 2 buttons here. So kind of don't like that, but I know with my Garmin Phoenix, sometimes I accidentally pause my watch because on it you only got to push 1 button. So maybe that's what Apple's thinking. And the other thing is, I wish that the metrics were spread out a little bit, or had some kind of dividers, or maybe color coded. Apple kind of has them just jammed together, and they do allow you to edit the metrics. Like you can have different windows and put on there what you want, but they just kind of jam together. And when you're running, especially when you get up, you know, into that ultra distance, at least for me, it's hard for me to kind of distinguish that small font, you know, what's what. Maybe with time I would get more used to it. At least on my Garmin, I got it broken up into like 4 quadrants, and each quadrant has a metric, so makes it really easy and quick to, you know what's what. So I guess kind of in closing, will it replace my Garmin? I don't know. I mean, I like the Apple Watch. Been wearing Apple Watch for many years now, and I just never used it for running. But with this Apple Watch Ultra, and the reason I didn't use it was because the battery life sucked, you know, for GPS. So now with the Apple Watch Ultra, I might give it a go. And and I don't know if I'm going to do any 200 milers. You know, after Bigfoot, my left foot's still screaming at me. So I don't know. But that's where the Phoenix 6 would definitely shine, is in that beyond 100 mile distance. You know, that 250 mile distance, definitely. So, you know, I guess if you're an ultra runner, is the Apple Watch Ultra for you? It's definitely an ultra watch. If you're a hardcore Apple fan, then I think you should give it a go. If you're borderline Apple and you really like your Garmin, then just stick with your Garmin. I just don't think that $800 price tag is worth making the switch. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts, what you think about this. Put it in the comments. And I was going to say, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, but hang on a second. I want to jump in the truck and show you this neat little trick that you can already do it on Garmin. I'm sure you already know it, but I want to show you that you can do it with Apple Watch. So come here. Let's see. Yep, I got my charger here. Let's see here. Start, start the truck up. Plug this in. You already know what I'm going to do, don't you? This truck's screaming at me. Gosh, I know. Goodness. Okay, all that stuff. Let me. I've got my. So I paused that, which you don't have to pause it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Apple Watch on charge and show you that you can charge this thing. Let me shut my door so it'll be a little quieter in here. But you can charge your Apple Watch and it won't stop your run. But what it will do is, see, it's locked me out. That's okay. Let me put it on charge. But when you put it on charge, it won't kill your run. So let me lay that there. And what is, if you don't pause it, which you don't have to, if you don't pause it before you put it on charge, it will automatically pause it for you. So let me log in here. Hope this is showing up on the camera. Go to that workout. So see, there it is. And it's the watch is charging now. So if you wanted, what I would recommend, as soon as you put it on charge, just hit resume. And you know, so I mean, technically this thing could get you through a 100-miler or a I mean, maybe a 200-miler if you don't mind to charge it every so often. Yeah, so anyway, there you have it. I'll put the breakdown of you know, every 5 miles what that battery percentage was at the end of this. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see y'all real soon. Thanks for watching.